Well, it's good morning, my YouTube friend. It's Margaret here from Emmy's Orchids, and what are we looking at here? Now, if I can position the camera in a minute so that we don't have everything falling over. All the ones that you're looking at here, which have just been fed with a TDS of 137, are the ones that I've got outside. And I've not brought the cymbidiums in because I thought, well, they're positioned in the garden in two separate places. But I just thought we'd have a quick look at these. Like I say, some of them have been watered, so some of them are actually still dripping. And to see whether or not any of these will require bringing in shortly. I mean, not at the moment because the weather's still fine. The only thing that I do worry about, of course, is the slugs. And this is Bonplondii, Masdevallia Bonplondii, and I did see a crawley in here this morning. It wasn't a woodlice, it was something else, so I wasn't too sure. Anyway, I was going to give it some hydrogen peroxide, and then I thought, well, if it was in the wild, they'd have bugs. So, Bonplondii, I've had to cut one or two leaves just because they were dying back, but we've got plenty of new growths. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that one, which is already growing up, 6, 7, you can always see the new ones because they're speckled, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and this one has grown up. It's not quite mature yet, and we might have one just, there's that one, did I count that one? And did I count that one behind there in the middle? And the roots, see, I've just watered these now, and this won't get watered again, not for quite a while. Even though the temperatures are still quite good, the nighttime temperatures are dropping, and in fact a couple of nights this week we've had 9C, so I don't want them to have wet medium. Right, so that's that one. This one here is this is Ignea, and see, got roots, and we've got new roots there, can you see? And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new growths. The only trouble with this one, it's got a rising rhizome, and which is a bit of a nuisance because each one it sends up, it wants to go higher. I'll just have to keep my eye on that one next year. That's in its winter medium now. The same with this one. And of course, let's take this one out. And this is Vetchiana. And again, you see, it's in its winter pot. And we've got nice roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, that one, 4, and These are the newest growths. We've got some growths that are still maturing. This one is, and I think a couple. These two big ones are these two, and you can tell that the new ones because the leaves are not marked at all. So I'll pop this back in here, and I'll just bob that over there. This is a little Masdevallia. I've no idea what it is. I mean, it's got a label. Infractor times Rolfiana. Whether it's that, I have no idea, because I've knocked a little leaf off from somewhere. So that just ritzes you off, doesn't it? I've not disturbed this one. And it's sending up two new growths there. And you see the two nice little new growths there and there. Whether I should have just, let me just have a look while you're on camera. You see that was potted. That's far too deep. Far too deep. So what I'm going to do now is just put that to, oh, that pot's massive. Now is this piece dead? Or is that piece viable? Sorry, is that piece dead or is that piece viable? I'm not sure. Right, so on this one now, when we've taken it out of the pot, be very careful. I mean, some of the pieces are dead. Look, we've got another little growth. Sorry, another little growth there. That looks as though it's been a flower spike. Right, let's just put that on one side. We'll check that over in a minute. I've just had to put this in a new little pot, as small a little pot as I could, because this one got affected with too much sunlight, and this is Hildepoxen. And you can see there's no new roots, they're all dead. So it's just gone in lava rock. And there's nothing else I can do about that. This little one here is in Growstone, and it looks as though we've got some mixture here of sphagnum, bark, perlite. I've no idea what this is. It's got Fimbriatum oculatum. But it's got a little cakey there, which is fattening up. You see that little cakey? It's got a little cakey there, and whatever it is coming out there. Oh, and there. So I'm persevering with this one. I try and lift it so that the actual base doesn't get swamped in the media. That hasn't been watered. This one, no ID. Look at this nice little fat bulb. And we've got a new little growth coming right down there. I've no idea what this one is. One is assuming it's a Kingianum type. But I'm not sure. I've not unpotted that one. This one I have unpotted, and this big one here, this big one, it had got a lovely growing tip right at the bottom. It had reached the bottom, and so on. Of course, I didn't realise, and when I pulled it out, of course I left a nice growing tip behind. And then one of these little pieces here, I'm thinking it's a Kingianum type, this one. I didn't like to throw it away, and it's sending up a new little growth. So whether this one will recover, I've no idea what this is. But never mind, here we are. What's this one? Dendrobium Kingianum. It's got Ellen. Just in organic media. I've got roots that have attached around the side, and I'm leaving that well alone. This is another one. Let me see. This is Kingianum, Dendrobium Kingianum. Doesn't say what it is. This is one of Kathy's, and it's given me this new growth this year. This nice big new strong growth. It sent out this other big strong growth, and that green extending tip has already started. This is in lava rock, and this will go up into our bedroom, south facing, for the winter, and it'll hardly get watered, so I've not disturbed that one. This one here is Dendrobium Red Zip, King Zip Red Splash. And this has got roots going around the pot, so I'm trying not to disturb this one. And we've got 1, 2, 3. That's the newest one. 4. But can you just see? Look. I've got to be careful with this now. If we get any rain, this will have to come in. Can you see? And the reason being, that is that particular growth there is at that stage where it's very susceptible to rotting. So I mean, at the moment we've not had really any rain, but I shall have to watch the weather tonight, because this will have to come inside. And there's another growth here. So I'm hopeful that might produce flowers this time. And here we go. This is Dendrobium berryoda. This was an exchange with Keith of Rock Dock, and I put it in this corner. Maybe it's a little bit over potted, but we've got roots. Down there extending out already, and they love this. They love this because this is an outside pot, and they can hold onto the inside. They absolutely adore these. Now, if I can just move. Ooh. That's the trouble, you see, when you're growing outside. I've just found another crawley then. Ooh. Right, okay, so I'm going to pull my washing bowl out, and then I'm going to just put a little towel at the bottom here. Carry this one over. Ooh. Okay, let's bring you a little bit closer. Right, this is Dendrobium delicatum. This is the one that has split, and then it sent out, is it 6 new growths? Well, it sent out 2. That's one of the early ones it sent out, fully mature. It sent out this one, this big one here. That's fully mature. And then I think it sent out 6, but this wasn't till quite late in the season, and I was a bit dubious. But anyway, this one's grown, and you see this one, it's got the buds forming there. This one's grown here. We've still got an immature one there, this one. I don't know if you'll see that one. Yes, you'll just about see it there, just peeping up. That's an immature one. Okay. That's a mature one. Well, this summer it's got its buds coming in there. Now, that was the one here. that I had one that had rotted, so I had to take that one out. But this one had got its root system forming, so I thought, oh, I won't take that one out. And it hasn't died back. There's another one, you see. There's a new one here. And there we go. So that one's fine. So I'd lost one. That one, I just thought it might send a new growth from the bottom, this one, but it hasn't so far. So this will go outside until such time as we might get heavy rains, and then I think I'm going to bring this one in. Now hold on. So what I wanted to do while I got you on camera, you see this, these were the old canes of the dendrobium we've just looked at, delicatum. And I didn't want to throw them out, so I just put them in some coconut husk. But on looking at this, and you see all this, is anything happening? Is it worth? I'm just looking to see if there's a spark of life anywhere, because if there's no spark of life, and I've got the mother plant, maybe this just isn't worth keeping. And you see, it's just a mass of dead roots, isn't it? And I wasn't sure whether there were any viable eyes. So, to be honest with you, I think this one is going to go into the compost. Well, never mind, I gave it the summer to see whether or not it would show any signs, to see whether we got any possible eyes at all. And no, we haven't. There might be something there, but never mind, never mind. That won't be any loss. Now let me see what I can do with this little thing here. So I found a little pot, and I've just tried to tidy it up, and that one fell off. I'm not sure whether that's capable of progressing on. It's an old pot, can you see? Right, so I've just put together some bark here. This is Orchids bark with a little bit of perlite. I noticed there was a little bit of coconut husk. So I'm going to just take a little tiny bit here, not very much. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can just pop this up into this tiny little pot and see if I can get it through the winter. There we go. You won't see that down there, will you? Need to lower the camera really. But perhaps I can do it this way. There we go. Can you see? I mean, today's the autumn equinox, and then from now on our daylight hours are going to be shorter than the dark hours. So I always class this time as autumn proper. So we will be going into a lot cooler period. Probably more rains as well. Let me see. Which means that some of these will have to come inside for the protection. Right, that's it. So we throw one away and we've put this little one, whether it ever is that Masdevallia infracta times Rolfiana, I've no idea. But we'll put that in, and I've got to get one of those little tiny pots. And then I think these pieces are too big on the top. I think that's going to be enough. So thank you for joining me for this little update and checking the Dendrobium delicatum and deciding to throw that away, and just a little quick unpotting, repotting of this little Masdevallia. So from me to you, take care. Bye bye now.